is a 2019 Dodge Durango that PJ just installed a Kenwood DMX1058XR. And with this car, we use the iDatalink ADS-MRR2 to retain things like vehicle settings, climate control, park assist. All that stuff is still functioning through the new stereo system. But one thing that's cool is now we have the radar detector integrated. This is the Redline Ci 360. So the fully integrated front and rear radar with 3 laser shifters in front, 2 in the rear. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit this car with radar, hoping it bounces off. Yeah, there it goes. We got it. Yeah, I picked it up. So you can actually get your alerts right through the stereo when you use this integration cable with the ADS-MRR2 and select iDatalink compatible head units. If I was on a source and it occurs, it immediately switches to that screen, interrupts, and tells you you're getting hit. How cool is that?
For those of you wondering why the T is getting cut off in that upper left display, I don't know why that's happening. I actually only noticed it post-production while editing. I'll have to reach out to iDatalink and Kenwood and perhaps Escort to see if there may be a firmware update that can correct that. Also, this was the first time we have done this integration, so we did go ahead and mount the display and control pad, drawing on our experience from the Mid-City engineering interface that we had done in the Mercedes G-Wagon that did not give us full access to all the settings. We wanted to go ahead and make sure that the display and control pad was accessible, just in case the client felt more comfortable having a physical button to reach, or if there were any settings that weren't available through the Kenwood touchscreen.
Oh, maybe you do. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I thought that you'd only have access to basic settings through
I didn't dig too deep.
kind of like the Mid-City interface in the Mercedes, but it looks like you have all of your settings
It is on 7.
right on the screen.
Oh, that's neat.
That's very cool.
Radar screen interrupt. That'll be...
Yeah, I think we have that on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that way if you get hit, it'll flip the screen over. Oh, neat.
Much better integration than Mid-City. Mute during alerts.
It shouldn't.
Oh, look at that. Volume down to mute, volume up to kill shifters. That's really cool. Because with the Escort shifters, they're going to shift indefinitely until you kill them. So if you get hit, you slow down,
You can just
you can hit volume up to kill them.
That's cool.
You're going to want that on for sure. What is this?
Stop LS.
Stop laser?
Oh, okay.
Neat.
I don't know. If you hit the auto, you can watch it change up here. So
Okay.
as you touch that button, it is changing settings.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm just trying to get it back to auto. There we go. We also upgraded his existing backup camera and added a front camera too using the Kenwood high-res CMOS 740 HDLP. When you go with a nice big screen like this, it's important to have a camera that's designed for that type of resolution and display. This is using the kit that's made specific for this vehicle from iDatalink.
The iDatalink Kit DUR1 covers 2014 to 2020 Dodge Durango, and the website shows this kit with a 7-inch flush-mounted doubled-in, whereas this is a 10.1-inch floating screen. This car was originally equipped with the 8.4-inch Uconnect, and although it had Apple CarPlay, it was through a wired connection only.
It does come with a replacement USB hub down here. We're using the USB on the right.
Aside from the radar detector integration, the Kenwood DMX1058XR also adds wireless CarPlay, which is a lot more convenient. Real quick, one thing I want to note, when you are flashing this through the iDatalink Maestro portal, you'll want to select the Max CI 360. You'll notice that the Redline CI 360 is not listed, but if you flash it for the Max CI 360, it will work. And the cable we're using for this integration with the ADS-MRR2 is part number 0040045-1. However, you'll notice the other radar detectors listed. If you want to do the same type of integration with any of these windshield mounted detectors such as the Redline 360C or the Max 360C, you can do the same type of integration using a similar part number. It's 0040045-2 if you want to integrate with one of those windshield style detectors. After reaching out to iDatalink regarding the on-screen typo, they were able to update the firmware to correct the issue. PJ used the WebLink Maestro app to do this update over Bluetooth. Being able to do updates over Bluetooth is one of the very cool benefits available with the ADS-MRR2. We didn't have to physically remove the module from behind the dash in order to flash it, which is what we would have had to do with an ADS-MRR. In this case, the main reason we used the ADS-MRR2 was specifically for the Escort radar detector integration, but being able to flash over Bluetooth for updates is way more convenient for both the client and the technician. Yay, they fixed it.
Amazing.
Cool.
Let's just make sure everything's working. Awesome. Did we do a front camera?
Yeah. With the missing T back in its proper position, we can move on to the next big project. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. And for those of you that enjoy my long-form content, stay tuned. I'm working on a fun one with John in a 2020.5 Defender 110. 15
See my
figures.
trying to write it down. She's like, blah, 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 blah.
I had researched and mapped out a few preliminary options for this client, but I really needed John to take it apart, identify exactly how many channels we would need, check impedances on factory speakers, and all that good stuff. Look for that video coming soon.
Yeah.
Thanks again for watching. We will see you all next time.